Hello, beautiful people. Top of the morning to you. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you'll be watching this session. Welcome to Opinion Poll with Ignited Ayo. As you know, in this session, I want to know you, and I know that you want to connect with me too. And just so we can stay connected together, it is the reason why this session has come to be. As you all know, I am here to share my opinion with you on trending issues, on your question that you sent to me. And if you have never sent me a question before to be aired with you on air today, I would like that you do so very quickly. Send your question to this WhatsApp number just so you can get my opinion on the show. Do well to send your question to 09022053305, 09022053305. Make sure you send your question to me because I will be here to share my opinion with you. But before we go into all that I have for you today, let's go on a quick commercial break and we will be right back.
Do you have an opinion? Do you seek for a platform where you can air your views? Engine Speak is an online video experience platform where you can make unlimited live broadcasts. This is a platform that makes it easy to connect with a wide audience. You can make a broadcast of your comedies, skits, news stories, short videos, and so much more. Visit www.enginespeak.com today to commence your opinion airing.
Welcome back to the show. I am sure you enjoyed that. So, as you all know, I will never come here without me having something to discuss with you. And today, I have something really, really delicious to discuss with you. And as you can see, it seems like I'm in the studio alone today, but trust me, I will not bore you. As you all know, I will be sharing my opinion, and I want you to drop your thoughts on what you're about to watch. So very quickly, we'll be looking at the story of the young girl who was taken to the eatery by her boss, her auntie. That was what she said. She was taken to the eatery by her aunt, and this woman had her children as well with her. Then she asked the young girl to sit aside, backing them. The video will be displayed to you very shortly so you can see things for yourself. So look at this young lady here. She's backing that's the auntie right there with her children. They are eating. She's even feeding her children and all of that. But the young girl is just backing them, doing some things with her hands and all of that. Then we're wondering if you are out to take care of your children, if you are out to shop for your children, to take your children out on a treat. So why not give the young girl a treat as well? And we are wondering if she had known she will not be feeding the young girl, she should have allowed her to stay at home. It is better she stays at home than to come outside and she's not doing anything. She has brought all that she has been keeping very safe at home. She has brought it to the open for we the netizens to discuss her case, and I believe that a lot of people are taking up this case already. If you know you are not willing to take care of the young girl, why take her out of the parents' house? If you know you are not willing to care for her, why allow her to? If she knows she's not going to buy her anything at the eatery, she should have just allowed her. So I don't want to be the one to narrate this part for you. Very quickly, let's hear the interview with this young lady.
Is she your mom?
She's my auntie.
That you don't see her. Madam. We've been noticing you since. And we have seen that she's not eating with you. And I'm sure she's hungry.
She's hungry. She told you she's hungry. Why can't you mind your business? I don't know why you want to drink Panadol on somebody's head. What is the problem?
Madam, what you are doing is very wrong.
You are very stupid to help me now. I don't know what to teach you how to prove my wrong. What's the problem? Did she say she's hungry? What's the problem?
Young lady, are you hungry? I provide this here.
No, are
is the meaning of it?
Why are you people recording me? What's the meaning of this?
Madam,
You like as much as
dear, what my
what? You stop
this
this.
is going live.
You see what I've got? How is someone to come?
What kind of wicked woman is this?
Baby, are you all sitting? Have you seen this stupid girl? Why are you denying me?
Madam, you're a very wicked person. You're a very wicked.
No, very stupid. Let's get out of this place. Come on, stand up.
Can you imagine?
You're bringing problems to my life. It's your stupid girl. Come on. You do wicked like that. Out. Get out. Can you imagine?
Yoruba used to say something. They say that ikutipa, as in if you know death have killed you. Let me say it in that general word. Death has killed you already. That's going to be the case of that girl. Because the way the woman started beating her even before they left the Eatery, Father Lord have mercy. That girl is going to see shege. But then the shege is not my concern. Like, if you know that you will not care for another man's child, don't allow them to come and stay with you. If you know you are not willing to take care of them, don't take them out of their guardian's custody. If you know that you are not willing to care for people you are bringing in to come and stay with you, there's no point bringing them in to come and suffer with you. Just imagine that what that woman did. I'm so glad that the girl could air her view, for the fact that she could even say she is hungry. It means she has taken it up to air. She has taken it up to this place and she can no longer condone it again. And she's saying she was hungry. When they asked her, are you hungry? She said, yes. Because how can you take me to the Eatery and watching you, even if I'm not hungry, the fact that you're eating a meal that I have barely eaten before, you make the worms in my stomach to be rumbling for it. And obviously the girl is not even eating well. Look at it, look at her demeanor. She's afraid. While she's seated, she just bent her head with folding her hands like this. Obviously, they've instilled fear in her. They've instilled fear in her so much that she cannot even afford to look up, look around, see what is happening. Who knows if she will go, if after going back to that house, she will be locked in a dark room. Who knows the kind of punishment that woman is going to melt to that girl as soon as they get home? Who knows? And the annoying thing is that you see madams that are behaving like this, most of these madams, they thought they are abusing another person's child. To them, they are training the maid. To her, obviously she's not an aunt. Because I have a case like this. I have a case like this of a girl that is living with her mother's younger sister. And the husband is sexually molesting her. And I look forward to the time that these people will be called out. I look forward to it. I'll keep tab until these people are called out for this nonsense they are doing. If you know you cannot take care of your sister's children that they are keeping your custody, tell them no, you will not die. And to those madam that think they are training those children, you are not training the maid. You are not training your younger sister that you are afflicting with sufferness. You are ruining your own lives. Because obviously those are children that she thought she is pampering, rubbing their heads and all of that. Those children are learning wickedness from her. They are learning wickedness, and their own is going to be doubled. So she's pampering her children and all of that. They will give it to her back. They will give it. So if you feel like you are mistreating other people's children to take care of your own, you are sowing a seed, and you will reap it. You are sowing a seed. Whatever you sow, you will reap. You cannot plant okra and expect to reap vegetable. It's a big fat lie. Whatever it is you sow, you will reap. Karma is real. Karma will come back to her. Karma is coming back to such person. People that are wicked like this, watch them when they grow old. You see such people grow old, and you see that their children are not taking care of them. Watch how they care for others when they are young. Watch out for how they treat other people's children when they are young. Who knows if this girl is still the one that will still come back to care for this woman when she's old? Who knows who knows what this woman is building in this girl? Because there are times that there are children that they are mistreated like this, and they do not look at it they do not see advantages in the way they are being mistreated. Because a seed is being sown in them, seed of wickedness. Before you know it, they will grow up and say that they want to begin to mistreat other people just because they have once been mistreated. They say, that was how they did to me when I was young too. Me too, I will do that to other people's children. So whatever, if you're watching us right now, whatever you do to people, know that you are sowing a seed in them. There's no one that you come in contact with. Treat people right. They will live to talk about you, and you have sown that seed of kindness in them. When anywhere they go to in the world, they will want to treat other people right. Why? Because you treat them right. They will always talk about it. It is from this person that I learned to be kind. It is from this person I learned to be faithful. It is from this person I learned to become a person of integrity. Whatever it is that you are doing, you are sowing a seed in the life of the people you are meeting. So this woman has sown a seed in this girl's life. It is a decision. It is a choice when she grew up and she says that, no, I refuse to be like my boss. I refuse to be like the woman I lived with. I refuse to be like the auntie I lived with who mistreated me and all of that. Then she decided on her own to do the right thing. But this is still coming back to people that bring other people's children to come and stay in their custody. If you know you will not care for them, please allow them to continue drinking their garri 247 every day in their house. Allow them to drink their cassava flakes. Allow them to continue suffering. You know you are going to use them for prostitution. You are going to use them for human trafficking. You are going to use them for slaves. You are going to give them the responsibility you cannot even give out to your own children. Don't bring them to come and stay with you. They are humans. They were bettered the same way your children are bettered. And I wonder why people treat people with give this preferential treatment. You treat other people's children the way you cannot treat your own. You pamper your own children, rub their head, and you mistreat other people's children. Forgetting that life happens. Forgetting that your own children will go to places too. Forgetting that your children will go to places where you will not be there to watch over them. Forgetting that your children will meet with people too. Forgetting that your children will go to school, they will go to higher institution, you will not be there to care for them. You've forgotten that they will be under other people's care. They will be under other people's guides. You feel like you are mistreating other people, you are mistreating other people's children. Your own is there. Life happens. What if this woman dies? Life happens. What if something happens and our children begin to live with other people? Life happens. And whatever we sow, directly or indirectly, we reap the fruits. Whatever we sow, directly or indirectly, is coming back to us. You will not live forever. You will not live forever. But this is my opinion to this. This woman will not continue to live forever. Life will happen. And let's also look at it in this perspective. Parents who you rub your children's head, to you are caring for them. You overindulge them. You take care of them. You feel like when you ask them to sit somewhere, that's where they sit. When you ask them to stand, that is where they stand. Yes, you have forgotten that you are their mirror. They will mirror after the things that you do. You don't shout on your children. No. You are not always mad at them. You support them. You overindulge them. When they report somebody who wants to mistreat them to you, you go ahead, you fight, you do all sorts of things. You have forgotten that you are mirroring something to them. Those children are watching your actions. Parents who tell their children not to lie, your children hear you lie, yet you expect them not to lie. They may not be learning from you directly. Indirectly, you have taught them that lying is the real deal. You don't want your children to abuse each other in the house. You don't want them to abuse others. You don't want them to call people names. But you go ahead to call your husband names. You call him idiot, stupid, foolish, all of those names. They are watching you. This woman now, she may be treating her children kindness. She says, no, don't do that to your brother. Maybe one day the siblings may be playing in the house. The children rather will be playing in the house, and one of them slap the other. The mother will come and say, why will you slap your brother and all of that? Have you ever seen you beat your brother before? No. She hasn't seen you beat the brother, but she has seen you beat the maid. She has seen you mistreat the maid. She has seen you attempt to slap a man who came to the maid's rescue. She has seen you tell an older man to shut up, and you expect that girl to treat the brother right. No. Respect, they say, is reciprocal. You get what you give. You get what you give to people. You may not be getting it directly, but from other sources you'll be seeing it. And also, parents, do you expect the daughter or the son of this woman not to talk to an elderly person anyhow? They will sure talk to an elderly person anyhow, because they have seen their mother talk to another person anyhow. After all, she asks, what is your business? And the children are watching. Oh, that means it is proper to say, what is your business? Parents. Now, let's leave out the part of the maid. Whatever it is that you do in the house, in the presence of your children, outside your children, they are watching. Those of you that you be at home, receiving a call, you tell them, you are still in your house, so somebody call you and ask if you are on your way to wherever you are going to, and say, I'm on my way already. Those children are watching. They are learning how to lie. You tell your children to do what you ask them to do, but when your husband asks you to do what he asks you to do, you will do as Judy King Kong, stubborn woman. You will not listen. And yet you expect your children to learn to keep to their words. Fathers, you are the mirror of love to your children. Do you want your children to model after your marriage? Do you want the kind of life do you want your children to live the kind of life that you are currently living? Your male child is watching as you are slapping your woman. Your male child is watching as you are talking to their mother anyhow. They are learning directly and indirectly that it is right to slap a woman. They are learning directly and indirectly that it is right to beat and talk to a woman anyhow. Your female child is watching. She's watching how the father is talking to the mother anyhow. Gradually, she's afraid of marriage. Gradually, she feels like when a man loves you, he should beat you up. Gradually, she's learning that when a man loves you, he should shout at you. Gradually, she's learning. You are instilling some characters in those children, and unknown to you, you are just living your own life. That is why you see female children, they grow up to 8 men. You wonder why. Because they see things happen in their homes. You see male children abusing girls, and you wonder where it started from. And you not knowing that it started from their homes. You see that there are some children that when a man comes to them and say, I love you, as a girl child, they say, oh wow, thank you for loving me. They do not have low self-esteem. Why? Because they've seen their parents exhibit this thing to them at home. So it is not easy for a man to just come and brainwash them with I love you, and they begin to do anyhow and all of that, because their parents model these things for them in their houses. These things are modeled for them to see. They've modeled love, they've modeled respect, they've modeled kindness, they've modeled godly characters, they've modeled virtues in these children. And it is not easy for any man to just come and brainwash them. Whether it is hug, they don't catch unnecessary feeling after a guy hugs them, because they see their parents, that is the way their parents exhibit their love to each other. So it is not a big deal for these children. They don't see it as a big deal. They don't see it as a big deal when a man says I love you, because it is their national anthem in their house. Whatever you want to, all the characters and virtues that you want to see your children exhibit, model it for them. Do you want them to be kind? Treat people with kindness. As you are going out, those conductors, those people that work with you, your staffs, the people around you, treat them right. Your children are watching. They are watching. Look at this woman's children now. They have watched their mother display a level of arrogance, insensitivity. They've watched their mother use abusive language. Yet you expect these children not to go ahead and use abusive language for their classmates, for the people that are subordinate to them, for their teachers, for people that are older than them. After all, their mother is already talking to an elderly person anyhow. Yet you expect these children not to misbehave. This woman has forgotten that the family is the basis of the society. If you cannot get it right in your family, how do we want the community to become a better place? How do we want our society to become a better place? If this woman can treat people anyhow, now these children will grow up and they feel like it is right to step on people that are not up to you. They feel like it is right to treat people anyhow. Parents, children are watching. Your children are watching what you are doing. And if you are mistreating other people's children, thinking you are treating them right, thinking you are training them, you are doing yourself more harm. You have maid. Your children does not wash. It is the maid that does the washing. Your children sit back, watch cartoon, does all sorts of things, and you feel you are helping them. No, you are ruining your future. You are ruining your future because you are training that maid to be more homely. You are training that maid to know how to take up responsibility. You are training that maid to be timely. While the maid wake up by 4 a.m. to fetch water, to clean the house, to take care of the house, your children are sleeping and snoring. They wake up by 7:30 while their mates are in class already learning, while their mates are in school. But the maid has done all the work, and yet you feel like you are mistreating the maid. There's this proverb in my dialect that says, "Ọjọ́ ń bọ̀ lolúwa wí." A time is coming when you will reap what you have sown. This is going to be my opinion on this story. And we are going to move on to the next story that we have for you today, to where I'll be sharing my opinion with you on another story like it. Don't worry, I'm not. Moving on to the story of this woman who sang a song in 2007. I would like that you hear her voice for yourself.
Husband abandoned her because he thinks that she's no longer beautiful for him anymore. And today, her and her kids are really suffering. Surprisingly, some of you may know this woman because she sang a song that was popular many years ago.
I did see you, boy, from my area. Every time I see you, they give me malaria. Talk, boy, open the door to your heart, make I enter.
Wow, you are the one that actually sang the song.
Yes, I am. Hi, my name is Sotonye Samuel Hosfo. My husband of 6 years has abandoned me and my children. He says I'm too old for him. He's leaving me for a younger girl. And frankly speaking, I and my children are going through a lot right now. I really need your help. I need to tell my story.
How many of you remember this lady's song? Do you know that I grew up listening to your song? And it's so hard to believe that you are the one that actually sang that song.
Yes, I am. I did it in 2006. I was 21 at the time. I've featured a lot of artists. I've done a song with Two-Face. I've performed on stage with Wyclef, Akon, Megastar events. I've done interviews with BBC and all of them when I was singing. MTV Base as well. I've done events for them.
Wow, this is so hard to believe that you are the one in this situation right now. Now let's go back to the main thing. You told me your husband abandoned you and your kids because he thinks you're no longer beautiful for him anymore.
Yes, he did.
This is so hard to believe. Can you tell us about it?
In 2022, my husband left.
This woman sang the song in 2007 and it is Malaria. The title of the song is Malaria in Malaria 2007. Yeah, 2007. She released the song and she has featured a whole lot of persons as you have listened to. And it is so unfortunate that after marriage, what happened? And it is, I think this is one of the fears that so many young women has, that you are thriving in your career, you are doing a lot of beautiful things with your life, and the man just comes in and just puts a hold on all that you have built for years. And that is why you see that a lot of people, a lot of ladies, they are so afraid of getting married. And just this morning, I read a post, an interview with, I've forgotten the person interviewing, Rita Dominic, a popular Nollywood actress, where she said she was stating the reason why she got married at 40 and all of that. Even though I really do not support some of those things, but some of these things are the reason. I mean, look at this woman. She was thriving in her career, living her best life. And all of a sudden, a man came into play. She fell in love, and that was the end of her career. That was the end of it, because she had thought that the man she was married to, she was getting married to, was going to support her. But as soon as they got married, according to her, the man stopped working. He was a blogger, always at home, doing nothing, doing nothing. She started fending for her family, fending for herself, fending for her children. She had 3 children. She was a single mother before she married him. After marrying him, they had 2 children. Then this man sits at home, cross his leg, playing games, playing color games. And according to her, she said when she has tried to help him to apply for a job, but he will never attend interview. But this is also a red flag for ladies to watch out for in relationship. You are dating somebody, the red flag is always, while listening to her story, some things are just coming to my mind about some persons I've met so far in my life. There are traces in their life that this person is going to be jobless for life. This person is not thinking, this person is lazy and hiding so many things, giving so many excuses for their laziness. So this man he must have been showing the traits before they finally settled down. And according to him, he said she's too old. Oh my God, this fine lady is too old. The 37-year-old woman is too old for his liking. And according to what she said, he said he needs somebody that doesn't have responsibility. And it is making me to ask, what responsibility in what sense? Responsibility in the sense that the person has not given birth at all. Responsibility in the sense that somebody that is a self-made woman who will be spending on him. Obviously, I just feel like that was what he saw in the first place. He saw a lady who was blossoming in her career, whom he could swindle, whom he could extort, whom he could get money from. And as soon as they got married, according to her, she said she couldn't release albums, she couldn't release songs again, because a lot of places where she's invited to come and sing, they began to see that the only song she will come and perform in the show is the malaria song, and they stopped calling her. Why? Because the money she's getting from those shows that she would have used to go into the studio to get other songs, she's using that money to fend for her husband, a full house husband. Because this story is actually reminding me of this book by Buchi Emecheta, Second Class Citizen, where the lead character, Francis and Ada Ophili, got married at a very tender age. And Ada, despite producing children and all of that, she was fending for the husband. And this is it. The man is looking for a woman that will fend for him, that will take care of him. But I believe there are some unhidden stories that are not stated here. How has it been before they got married? Does he always request from her? Does she pay bills before they get married? Has he been extorting her before they got married? To the point that he now decided to stop working as a blogger as soon as they got married. And that was it. Look at a woman who was thriving in career, and now she's back to square one. She's back to square one. And this is leading me to say that, see, men are tailors, women are fabrics, women are materials. See, if you give your fabrics to a quack tailor, it will be a replica of what you ordered versus what you get. You see a fine style on Instagram and you decide to give it to a tailor to help you to make that style. If the tailor is a quack one, the tailor is going to spoil your materials. But if you give it to the likes of, the people who know this thing really well, they will make your fabrics into the right design, into what you want. It will look like you were born with that dress. That is how a man and a woman is. The man is a tailor, while the woman is a fabric. So the kind of tailor you give your fabric to will determine the kind of dress you are going to have, the kind of design you are going to have. If you give yourself, and this is a lesson to single ladies, if you give yourself to a man that does not know how to handle fabrics, now handling does not have to do with sexual life and everything. Handling in the case that can he condone what you want? Can he make you into the woman you want to be, the woman you have envisioned to be? Can he mold you to become the kind of woman you want to be? Can he mold you into God's plans and purpose for your life? Can he help you to attain the height that you want to achieve? Let's say you're a career person and you are married, you are dating this person that is not interested in men, that is not interested in a woman, a career woman, a man who wants his food ready at 6 a.m., a man that wants to eat dinner at 6 p.m., a man that wants to have a woman that will take care of your house 247, and you are a career woman. These are the red flags that you watch out for. Can you fit into this image? Can you fit into his image? Can you fit into the kind of woman that he wants? These are the things you watch out for. You don't just give yourself blindly to love because I love him. He's going to manage. He's going to manage. These are things you watch out for. So on the long run, you don't regret the ever getting married to him in the first place. I feel Soti could have married someone like not definitely not a blogger. She could have married someone like herself, someone in the music industry, someone who has a knack for what she has knack for. At least the fact that they both want to blow will cheer them up to continue, to continue pushing their career life. But I think she got married to a direct opposite of her, a music star married to a blogger. That combination, you get as it be. But notwithstanding, we have seen cases of people who did not even marry people in the same field as them. Yet they are doing well in life, they are thriving and all of that. Why? Because there are a lot of things that has been put in play. So ladies, don't be blinded by the love. Make findings, have roundtable discussion, discuss it. You don't have to discuss it like, I want to talk to you. That's one of the red flags for guys. If you tell a guy, we need to talk. You have sent something down their spine. You have sent a message down to them like, we need to talk. They are panicking. What does she want to talk about? 1001 thing is ringing in their head, and they have connected likely things that you want to talk about. Maybe you want to talk about their finances. They have put a lot of things there. That moment, they have put a lot of answers in place that if you ask her, if she asks me this question, this is the answer I'm going to give to her. So you don't go to a man and say, we need to talk. We need to talk turns them off. It has sent something in their head and they have connected the dots in their head. They have reminisced the answer they want to give to you in their head. So you don't go to them and say, we need to talk. You can start up with conversations. What if I grow up one day to become fatter than I am right now? And I look forward to being fat. Just package something, become an action all of a sudden, and through their reactions, see how, if you want to know a man that is kind, see how they react to their siblings. A kind man will not mistreat his sibling. A kind man will not mistreat his mother. If you want to know a man that will take care of responsibility, that will cater for you when you are finally married to them, go and look at how they take care of their siblings. Go and look at how they take care of their mother. Go and look at how they care for their parents. Look at how they treat people around you. He will not beat you. He will not beat you, but you both boarded the same bus together, and he slapped his conductor. Conductor got him angry. He slapped the conductor. Yet you feel like he will not one day come and slap you. And he say, oh baby, sorry. He doesn't shout at you, but you went to the eatery together, and he shouts at a waiter, shouts at a waitress, hey, come on, clean this thing and all of that. Yet you're like, baby, and all of that. Oh no, baby, I can do anything for you. He can do anything for you. One day he will shout at you the way he shouted at the waiter. He does not disrespect you. He pamper you, call you thrice in a day like a doctor's prescription. Yet this man has never picked up his phone to call his mom. Yet you are the coin in his dynasty. You are the sugar in his tea, the cockroach in his cupboard. Well, these are things to watch out for. You may not even ask directly. You may not ask, probably if Soti and this man had, it is easy to give opinion. There are some stories that are not mentioned in all that she has mentioned. probably, let's just assume, if assuming they've had this conversation, she would have known. So my ladies, this goes beyond um um beyond feelings. It goes beyond that thing that is tingling in your body. Oh, when he calls me, there's butterfly that's stuck in my stomach. It goes beyond that. Marriage is a lifetime affair. It is something that you are going to live with forever. You don't trade your forever with cup of ice cream. You don't trade your forever with cup of tea. You don't trade your forever. You don't trade your forever with your forever with going to expensive eateries and hotels, flexing and going about your life like that is all there is to marriage. Marriage is another phase. You're going to be living with this man for the rest of your life. All the habits he's displaying now, can you live with it? All the habits she's displaying now, can you live with it? You want a woman that is neat and you're seeing traces of dirtiness in this woman. Can you live with her for the rest of your life? You want a woman that is homely, yet this woman is always traveling 247. She's in Germany today, she's in India tomorrow, she's in London today, she's in the US tomorrow, she's here today, she's there tomorrow. Yet you want a woman that will always be at home. Can you live with this for the rest of your life? You want a woman that will take care of your children, that will care for your kids. Yet this woman, when she sees kids around her, she beats them and chases them away. Don't you think this woman is already showing a signal that, oh babe, I don't want a man, I don't want kids around me? She's already showing the signal. Do relationship with open eyes. Do relationship with open eyes. So on the long run, you don't end up regretting. So on the long run, you don't end up regretting ever being with this woman. On the long run, you don't end up regretting ever being with this man. Watch out for the signs. He's already saying you cannot be fatter than this. My woman must remain slim and slim for life. And you know that in your family, you have the tendency to become fat. Obviously, look at Soti. Soti was not as fat as she is when she was younger. Back then, when she released that song, Malaria, she wasn't as fat as she is now. Yet this woman saw and said, I want a woman that doesn't have responsibility. He should have seen seen it beforehand. He should have seen it coming. She already has a kid. She was already a single mother when you met with her. That is a responsibility on its own. She had the first child for you. That's another responsibility. The second child for you, that is another responsibility. Yet this man is saying he doesn't want a woman that has responsibility. You should have seen it from the onset. She has a responsibility, a child she's catering for. She's a single mother. She has seen it beforehand. So if there are things you cannot accept, the Yoruba used to make a proverb that what you cannot accept when you are rich, reject it while you are still very poor. You break things you cannot condone when they are still little, not until they escalate. My dear singles, this is a lesson for you. This is a lesson for you to do relationship with open eyes. You all need to see the complete story of Soti. On the long run, this man abuses her before he finally moved out of the house. A star who goes back to begging from her family members. She's indebted, owing money, owing a lot of bank apps money. She's homeless. Her children are in Abuja now. Her children are living. She's living with outsiders. She's squatting. She needs help. Forever is a long way to do relationship with blind eyes. So you don't end up regretting it. There are people that are in marriage right now. If you ask them if you ask them to give you relationship advice, some of them will either regret the decision they made while they were younger, or they will live to say, I am glad I made the decision to stay with my husband. Forever is too long for you to live it miserably. Forever is too long for you to live it as a divorcee. Forever is too long for you to live it as a divorce. Who knows the emotional trauma the children are currently going through? Those children are now going to be fatherless, even though their father is alive. She's back to being a single mother. The trauma on her is much. It's not something that we can quantify with words. The trauma on the children is another thing. So I'm ending this with the note that singles, pay attention, learn from this. You don't wait for bad things to happen to you before you learn. Learn from people that these bad things are already happening to. Learn from them and see how you can get it right. We must get it right. If we want to make our community a better place, we must get it right in the family. And as you all know, most of the opinions I'm always giving on this space is always about the family, marriage, children, parenting, and all of that. So please, if there are other things you would like to say to these stories that we have shared with you today, please do well to drop your opinion in the comment section. Remember, it is just between you and I. And also, I know you want to connect with me. Me too. I do here. Sit down, gallant for Prime Media TV. Say, I want to connect with you too. So just so we can stay connected with each other. Do well if you have a question that you want me to air on air. So you want me to air my view with you here in the studio. Do well to send your question to this WhatsApp number 09022053305 09022053305, and I go sit down gallant share my opinion with you for Prime Media TV. Also, before I leave the studio, I would like that you follow us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook, we are Prime Media TV. On YouTube, we are Prime Media Studio. On the website, we are enginespeak.com, and you can follow us on YouTube at enginespeak. Also, before we leave the studio today, we'd like to let you know about an online platform that you can get anything at all that you want to shop for, ranging from accessories, what have you, whatever that you want to get. Do well to visit remy.com.ng to shop for all of these things at very affordable prices. If you are in Lagos, it will be delivered to you within 3 working days. If you are outside Lagos, it will be delivered to you within 7 working days. And this will bring me to the end of the show. Once again, I am Ayo. Until I come your way again, do have a great day. Mwah.